Steve, and I'm here with Allen County Commissioner Nelson Peters. We appreciate your time this morning, sir.
My pleasure. Thanks for putting me on.
Sure. One of the topics that's come up in City Council has been about the 911 consolidation.
Right.
Where's the city and the county at with that right now?
I think, Steve, contrary to some of the things you hear, I think there is progress being made in negotiations like this. Things have to be a little bit more deliberate, a little bit slow moving to make sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. We last met on September 21st, which was only a few days ago. We've got a meeting yet this afternoon, which I would hope will get us real close to being able to get us to shake hands, go back to our respective bodies, let them know what's on the table, dot the final I's, cross the final T's, and actually make this thing work.
What's been kind of the sticking point with the negotiations, or what's been kind of?
I think the well, of course, the biggest sticking point is, should it be a county operation, should it be a city operation? We've tried to deal with some of those issues, and we've had discussions regarding perhaps an independent overseer that would consist of appointments by the county, appointments by the city, a board set up much like a capital improvements board or the former Grand Wayne Center board.
Tomorrow, working group meets for Renaissance Square. Any news on that front or anything exciting?
Don't really have a lot. I mean, I think we can anticipate that group will come back with not necessarily one proposal, but perhaps several proposals. What they've been doing, from what I understand, is crunching a lot of the numbers based on some of the scenarios that the mayor's suggested, a scenario that the county has suggested, and then maybe a hybrid between the two. I think what we can expect is for them to put at least those three scenarios on the table and come up with some numbers that hopefully will give us a better sense of where to move financially. Now, they're also looking at how to create or maintain additional external efficiencies, and they're looking at the internal side of things too. So we want to make sure at the end of the day that we're providing a product to citizens where they don't have to walk lots further to do business, where they can get their needs taken care of fairly easily. And I think that they're also looking at trying to maintain like departments in a like sort of way from an internal perspective.
Mm-hmm. One of the things when we hear about city, county trying to work together on some issues,
right,
is sometimes that seems like it takes maybe a long time, seems like it takes forever, but a lot of these issues are pretty complex.
You're absolutely
It's
right.
not just sit down and ink it out in
Right.
15 minutes and you're done.
Right.
How pleased are you with the relationship that the county and city have?
I think we've got a good relationship. I think probably my biggest frustration is what I hear from some of the outsiders looking in who really aren't at the table, who really don't understand some of the things that are going on. I think the relationship is really pretty solid, pretty good. I think there's a level of trust that perhaps in decades past didn't exist. We are working diligently towards making this a better community, and I think if there's a message that I would want to take to the people, it's exactly that. There are things that happen. There are tedious negotiations that occur on a number of fronts to try and create a better product for citizens, and you're absolutely right. It simply takes a little bit longer sometimes to get us to where we need to get to develop the level of comfort in working department by department to make sure we are bringing that product to the people.
Sure. H1N1 is a topic that's on everybody's mind right now.
I think this is a good time to plug a show that is going to be aired simulcast by all of the local networks next Monday night at 7 o'clock. We are going to be setting up centers for people who may not speak English, where a translator will be present to translate the show. It's going to be on 7 o'clock. It's going to address H1N1 issues. There will be specialists. It'll be a call-in type show. We are, I believe, ahead of the curve in H1N1 in preparation, in making sure that we've communicated the message to the community. And I would encourage anybody that's viewing this right now to look in next Monday night, make sure that they walk away with the information that they need to understand how to deal with the H1N1 threat.
Okay. Anything else going on with county government that?
There's always lots going on with county government.
That's a very open-ended question, I'm sure.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, I think as we continue to strive towards making this a better community, there are just a lot of things that we do, that we will continue to do to make sure that this is a great place to be.
Okay. Well, Nelson, we appreciate your time.
It was my pleasure. Appreciate you having me on.
Yep. Thank